Hey guys,
It is your boy, me. But I thought for once I could try to do something a little bit good with this platform, do something a little bit positive, which is help out the ALU, the Amazon Labor Union. I think what these people are doing is incredibly brave. They're risking their own jobs and all this crap.
I'm going to donate right now 100 bones. I'm going to donate right now 100 bones.
So even if you give, I don't know, $2, $5, whatever you can Google it, Amazon Labor Union, or you can go to amazonlaborunion.org, and then you could click donate, and then you could get to the GoFundMe there, or you could click the GoFundMe link. I'll put it in the description of this video. Love you guys so much, and thank you. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey guys, it's me again,
John Depp.
You might remember me from such movies as Edward Doodoo-Bed, Pirates of the Diarrhea, Duty Brasco, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Not everything's gonna be good on this channel. This is one of our favorite segments on the channel is we look at Ben Shapiro, online advertising enthusiast Ben Shapiro. We look at him and we go, whoa! Ooh, what's he saying? Meemaws love him, Peepaws love him. We have a recording of it, actually.
Twitter accepts Elon Musk's offer to buy, and we examine all the panic and all the possibilities. I'm Ben Shapiro. This is The Ben Shapiro Show.
Pablo.
The Ben Shapiro Show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. It's the simple fact is that Twitter, as it was operated, was a leftist organ. And you can see that by the freakout that Musk's takeover is now engendering in the left. What? It is incredible to watch the left lose its absolute mind.
So guys, Twitter is under new owner. They're all talking about this. All these kind of like wacky YouTube guys are talking about this. Elon Musk!
Yay!
This will fill some time on my show. I'm really excited about it, guys. I did my first tweet under new ownership, and this is it.
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
They're really foamed. They're really pant foamed. They got their little pants in a sort of a tent formation over this Elon Musk crap. I don't totally know. I don't totally get it. We're really excited that a social media company is owned by a different wacky rich guy. Okay. You know, the Quran says, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. So, you know, then I'm glad you found something you like.
There need to be clear rules of the road. So Twitter has had very, very vague rules of the road. This is also true with Facebook and YouTube. Basically, these rules of the road have allowed for bans on anything that Twitter doesn't like. And so you've seen this very inconsistent punishing of things like quote-unquote dead naming, right? This is why the Babylon Bee got banned, because the Babylon Bee made the tremendous mistake of saying that a man is not a woman and a woman is not a man. And so the Babylon Bee had its account suspended despite the fact that it is a satire site.
Okay, that's cool. So they're excited about Elon Musk owning Twitter in the hopes that you can be kind of more of a douchebag. He'll restore our right to be kind of annoying. I'm an American.
I'm an American.
And it's my constitutional right. It says it in there. Ben Franklin wrote it, I think. It says, I hereby declare your right to act a goddamn fool and a kind of a moron and especially irritating. And by the way, your right to be annoying, your right to be moderately irritating on Twitter is in full effect. Tim Pool has 1.1 million followers. Could you imagine? Ben Sekiro has 4.1 million. You know, Ben Shapiro on there writing whatever he wants. I farted, you know, whatever. Candy Owens, my favorite, where I get my news from, Candy Owens, 3 million followers. She's only following 34 people. Dude, god damn. Give some respect back. Give some love back, Candarino.
There's some pretty clear rules of the road, and then everything else goes. And I think that Musk is likely to re-implement something like that. And then finally, and this is the most important thing, Musk needs to come in and he needs to fire everyone. I mean everyone. And Twitter has...
I'm a business guy. I'm a no-nonsense business guy. You're fired.
I'm going to show you later in this video, Ben Shapiro. I got this as an ad, again. The thing that I'm going to show you later, I got as an ad, so I'm not going to feel bad making fun of it. But I got this ad starring Ben Shapiro. I almost soiled myself from laughing so hard at this thing. But the theme of that ad, we'll say the problem with the ad that Ben Shapiro's been running, starring himself, is that he is a nerd. He's a dork. Okay, so me too. I'm a dweeb. Okay, but he's like the kind of like dork that has this fantasy of
I'm gonna fire everybody. I'm in control of everyone, and you do what I say.
like it's a very nerdy, dorky thing to have these like power fantasy of
You shut up.
you know. And the rest of this video is Ben Shapiro, for some reason, getting his little pants tighter. They're tighter as he's saying all this stuff about firing everybody at Twitter for some reason.
In the past several weeks, while there's been talk about Musk taking over, the Twitter employees are going nuts. No, nuts. So, for example, Nolan Weinstein is the global head of brand experiences and engagement at Twitter. Ariel Adkins is the curator of art, culture, and community at Twitter. Okay, here's an exchange that they had just a few days ago.
Make pee-pee.
Demonstrating that they're not going to go along with anything that Elon Musk has to say. Ariel Adkins says, is it too early for wine? This is yesterday. Nolan Weinstein said, no.
Oh, that's a great demonstration. Here, I'm about to show you a tweet that demonstrates they're not going along with anything. Is it too early for wine? And then somebody responds, no. Okay, he's a lawyer. He's making a very strong case here.
It's time to drink, guys, because Elon Musk is taking over. Well, you can also drink on the unemployment line.
I love that he says,
Well, you can have a drink on the unemployment line. You'll be drinking that wine on a line. It's a wine line of unemployment.
you'll be drinking that wine on the unemployment. I think what he wanted to do is he wanted to nail some of the higher ups at Twitter.
So he was like, here's your job for the day, lowly slaves.
Which is what he calls like interns or whatever.
You idiots. This is a hierarchy.
He kicked some intern in the face to go grab him some damning tweets from higher ups at Twitter. And this is the best he could find. Is it too early for wine? No.
Other Twitter employees freaking out. Chloe Barnes, for example, she, her. She's the curation lead at Twitter. I don't know what the curation lead means. Presumably she curates tweets.
Well, maybe if you don't understand like sort of the basic employee structure, maybe then you shouldn't be in charge of deciding who gets to be fired or not. Maybe you want to take the time to learn that.
You're fired.
Presumably she curates tweets. Totally understand that this is entertainment for some. But please know, this is certainly not entertainment for me. Wow. Okay.
Another damning. Some people think this is entertainment, but not me. Got her!
Okay, well, you know what else might be entertaining? You not working here anymore. Addison.
Well, you know what would be entertaining is if you were going to the unemployment line also. It's a bread line. You go to the line, you walk the line like Johnny Cash. And white lines going through my mind.
Addison Howenstein, him, software engineer at Twitter. He tweeted, point of view. You asked me why Elon Musk buying 9.2% of Twitter and getting a board seat is bad. And I'm explaining why this was clearly not his end goal. And things will certainly get worse and potentially be dangerous for democracy and global affairs. Well, I hope that you enjoy working somewhere else. Jermaine.
That's it.
I hope you haven't also going to go to that line.
Ben Shapiro's really, really Jeffrey Rossing these people.
I'm roasting them.
He reads it.
Go to the line, you also. Yeah, you're not going to have a job.
It's funny because he does this. He spends like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes doing this, just going there.
You're fired. Well,
He'll like read an innocuous tweet that makes no sense, and then he'll be like,
yeah, have a good time dying alone in a ditch because you got fired for Twitter.
He does that, like, he goes into this fantasy of firing everybody at Twitter, while at the same time, he keeps repeating this thing over and over again where he says the left, which who knows what that means with Ben Shapiro, is losing their minds. They're losing their minds about this. So, I mean, I'm sure you could find some funny tweets of, like, some MSNBC goofball or something who's like, crying about this or whatever. So far, he's had a little bit of a hard time finding some damning tweets. That's okay. But in terms of like who's losing their mind, sitting here having this fantasy of marching into Twitter
I left my high chair for this.
and marching into Twitter and like,
Get out! Get your crap!
Ben Shapiro walks up. He does the classic Marty McFly thing. He walks over to some guy at Twitter who's at his desk. He's like,
Pack your shit, you idiot! You loser!
and then the guy like, and then the guy stands up and he's like 3 feet taller than Ben. He's like,
Oh, well, I think we can find an agreement here. The thing is that
Yeah, but it's not just Donny Deutsch. I think the funniest group to oppose this is really funny. The funniest group to oppose this is the ACLU. So the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, is now raising hate speech concerns over Elon Musk. It's so good.
okay, you promise? Because the other ones, I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
So good. So the ACLU is very, very concerned. So is the NAACP.
They released a statement, actually. I'll read it before he does.
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
Oof, wow.
So the ACLU, which is designed, as I say, to preserve civil liberties, they have offered a statement by Anthony Romero, quote, while Elon Musk is an ACLU card-carrying member and one of our most significant supporters, there's a lot of danger having so much power in the hands of any one individual. Weird, because I don't see you guys complaining about Mark Zuckerberg all that often. In today's world, a small handful of private tech companies, including Twitter, play a profound and unique role in enabling our right to express ourselves online. Social media is a critical tool used to share ideas, express opinions, and consume information that has real-life impacts in discourse in the offline world. We should be worried about any powerful central actor, whether it's a government or a wealthy individual, even if it's an ACLU member, having so much control over the boundaries of our political speech. No, much better, you should have Parag Agrawal or Jack Dorsey or some other left-winger in control of this mechanism of distribution of information than Elon Musk.
Okay, so just to sort of tally this up.
I'm a lawyer and I'm building a case.
So to tally up the case so far, the argument that we got here, there's people are freaking out because one lady's like, I need a drink of wine. Another lady said it's not a joke who lives there. Another guy says it's dangerous for democracy. And now he reads this thing from the ACLU that says, hey, it's kind of dangerous for one guy to have this much power over the means of how people express themselves. Hey, got him! Got him! Got him! It's almost as bad as when they released that, when the ACLU released that disgusting statement that we're not going to read it again.
Chinese people look Chinese.
I cannot believe that they let Joe Rogan write their press releases. It's funny too. He's like, where was the ACLU on Mark Zuckerberg? Ha, got him. And this goes back again to just do the bare minimum of preparing for this crap, dude.
There's a lot of danger having so much power in the hands of any one individual. Weird, because I don't see you guys complaining about Mark Zuckerberg all that often.
Just Google it. ACLU Mark Zuckerberg. ACLU comment on Mark Zuckerberg testimony. Contrary to what Zuckerberg repeatedly said, Facebook users do not have full control over all their information. It's time to make sure that Facebook and other companies give users real transparency and full control. Facebook must do more to combat discriminatory advertising. ACLU again, 8 questions for members of Congress should ask Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, wow. Why did Facebook ignore warnings to adopt procedures have prevented the Cambridge Analytica fiasco? Why did Facebook track and profile millions of people who have never been created Facebook accounts? You have said, I'm not sure we shouldn't be regulated. Yet in the past, Facebook has opposed common sense regulations. What's your problem, dude? Put a little effort in, man. Come on. I mean, but that's the funny thing about this is that, like, it would be nice if it became maybe more of a free, more transparent platform, you know, where you know exactly what you're allowed and not allowed to do, and everybody can have a good time and not worry about getting kicked off. That would be great. That could happen with Elon Musk, but to me, it's like equally likely that he'll just do some like weird scam where he'll just like sell all the furniture or something inside of the Twitter office. Like it's like equal, like, I don't know.
The aptly named Charles Blow because his columns blow.
Oh,
He writes for the New York Times. This one is pretty funny. So he tweets out, no, looks like I'm about to say goodbye to Twitter as well. I've been pulling back a bit from social media anyway. This will be just the push I need to go all the way on this app. By all the way, as it turns out, he doesn't mean all the way. He's still going to use Twitter, as it turns out. He says, well, I'm out. I will now use Twitter like I use Facebook, only for promo purposes, to post my columns, TV and speech appearances, and book info. No content specifically for it or created on it. Because after all, every time you post, Elon Musk makes money.
He posts these tweets from like the few people he could find that are like, I'm not going to use Twitter anymore. Like Charles Blow, whoever that is. Who? Charles Blow says, I'm not going to use it anymore. Ben's like, ha, this is part of the meltdown. This is part of the meltdown. This is what? A couple years ago. This is, I guess, when there was a trans somebody on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I canceled my Sports Illustrated subscription after 16 years last year because of the leftist politics. Oh, meltdown. Meltdown. He's leaving. He's leaving the thing because he doesn't like the politics. The politics of somebody of the cover image. And to that, Ben, I have to say, there's a trans person on there. You didn't have to cancel. You could flip right past it, bro. And then there's other ladies in there. And you could do that, and then you could do this. It's funny because, like, I don't know if they just didn't put the work into this or what happened here, but it's funny because most of the tweets are just like, they're totally reasonable. They're just like, hey, it's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of weird for, like, one guy to have, like, power over such a important thing. Which is, like, what? Even Ben Shapiro's crowd is probably like, yeah, that actually, we love Elon because literally, I think maybe they think like he's going to bring Trump back. Look, I'm an idiot, so I don't understand it, but, it's just a weird, even if it was like Bernard Sanders, it's like, I am a Bernard Sanders supporter or whatever. They booted his little old ass from Twitter. He's like, you know what? Furries can kiss my ass or whatever. And they booted his ass. I would be like, haha, that's funny. They booted Bernard Sanders. Maybe we should feel a little bit sorry for someone who's hinging their political crap on. They got him back. Yes. But, there are obvious things and like conflicts of interest and probably kind of telling as to why this guy might want to buy this company. This could be a real major conflict of interest right here. This is from Bloomberg. At a Shanghai auto show in April, a woman who claimed that a brake failure in her Model 3 had caused a crash, nearly killing 4 of her family members, staged a solidarity protest at the Tesla booth after climbing on top of the vehicle wearing a t-shirt that read "Brake Lost Control" in Chinese. She was quickly hauled away by guards. But the woman's presence at a high-security ticketed event, blah, 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 blah. Tesla's in it. Here we go now. We actually have a recording of her at the... Ooh, am I canceled? Here we go. Yikes. Tesla's initial response was combative, with external relations chief Grace Tao suggesting the woman was being manipulated by others. So let's say you own a car company, right? And you, something's going wrong with these cars and you kind of don't want information to write about that. What if you control the information? That's really the world, the sort of like demented world that Ben Shapiro wants to live in. Or pretends to, whatever. Is, hey, you're rich? Yeah, you could buy the thing. You buy the thing that you could just censor if it says something bad about your company. Yeah, you have the money, so why not? There's a long list of these concerns, which I'll put a link to below, but here's the last one, okay? It's from CNBC, 2021. Tesla, I don't know if you remember this, Tesla ordered to have Elon Musk delete anti-union tweet. So Elon Musk put a tweet out that says this. 2018, nothing stopping Tesla team at our car plant from voting union. Could do so tomorrow if they wanted, but why pay union dues and give up stock options for nothing? The NLRB made him delete that. So I don't know. What if a bunch of people on Twitter started posting stuff in support of a Tesla union crap? Well, I don't know. Maybe those might not float to the top too much. But again, there you go. That's the world that Ben Shapiro wants to live in, that he's very excited about. Somebody owning, the means of this kind of freedom of speech expression with severe conflicts of interest owning the crap. So there you go.
Elon Musk, honest to goodness, the man may be the greatest living American. Robert Reich says, when oligarchs talk about freedom, beware, says Robert Reich, who wants the government to run everything. By the way, oligarchy is where the government is run by the richest people in the land. And meaning that government and industry are fused. What I'm seeing right now is the government is very opposed to Elon Musk. Robert Reich says, for Jeff Bezos, it means his freedom to set prices. I love this. So I just have to point out here that Robert Reich is not contending with Jeff Bezos owning the Washington Post. That was not a threat to freedom of speech.
Okay, so just to give Ben Shapiro a hard time here, just to give him a hard time, he's like,
He doesn't care about Jeff Bezos owning.
this guy Bobby Reich.
This guy Bobby Reich doesn't care about Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, but now he cares about this other crap.
Robert Reich says, for Jeff Bezos, it means his freedom to set prices. I love this. So I just have to point out here that Robert Reich is not contending with Jeff Bezos owning the Washington Post. That was not a threat to freedom of speech.
This is literally days, and I found this with very little effort. You know, who wrote this in The Guardian just like 2 days ago? Oh, Bobby Reich. Bobby Wright. Is it Reich or Wright? Who cares? Free speech is another freedom that turns on wealth. As a practical matter, your ability to be heard turns on the size of the megaphone you can buy. If you're extremely rich, you can buy the Washington Post.
Or Fox News.
If you're the wealthiest person in the world, you can buy one of the biggest megaphones in the world. Come on, Ben. Ben, you've lost your thrill of the game. You've lost your passion for the game of saying stupid crap. Come on.
A toast to Elon Musk with all of the leftist tears that fit in this mug. And again, they are consistently overflowing the tumbler at this point. So in 1 second, we'll get to Hollywood's attacks on Elon Musk because they're about to begin. First, let me talk about the most comfortable underwear on the market. These are Tommy John underwear. And it's not just for men. Women also can get great underwear from Tommy John. They are just the best. My wife just bought some new underwear from Tommy John. I've got...
Okay, come on, Ben. Did you run that past your wife? That what you just said? I could see my wife, you know, if I was married, being like, hey, can you leave my panties out of this? Ben Shapiro's wife, if you're out there, I'm sure you're a nice lady. You know, Ben Shapiro comes home and be like, hey, can you not talk about my underwear? I gotta say, like, the amount of ads that he packs into this, I, like, joke about it, because this is his full show. It is, like, astounding. I don't know how anybody, like, sits through this thing. Because it's not just him doing these ad copy reads. In, like, a 45-minute video, he reads, like, 4,000 ads, you know, in the video and copy. And then also at the same time, there's a bunch of YouTube ads throughout this crap. So it's just like bang, 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 ads. Just okay, here we go. This is an ad, and I've got this as an ad a couple times already, but you can watch it on his crap too. So here we go. Here we go.
You look at guys like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and...
Scrooge McDuck.
Exactly. When it comes to taxes, the rich do not pay their fair share, man.
It's a familiar scene, isn't it? A liberal friend, coworker, cousin.
No, why? Why would you do this? Come on now, come on. I can't, let me look, did I see this right? Poor Ben. You know what? This is, it's, you know, it's hard. It's hard to be on camera, I get it.
A liberal friend, coworker, cousin home from college,
why would you
uses
do this?
your dinner party to serve up a word salad of leftist mantras. Don't suffer through the bad political theater.
Why?
Join me every week, and in 15 minutes or less, I will arm you with the facts to counter the most common leftist claims. What? So you can stand up for what you believe.
Hey, thanks so much for inviting me to your dinner party. So anyway, I was reading 120 Days of Sodom by Marquita Sade. Wait, hold on. Do you guys hear that? What's that sound? Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. I know I wasn't invited, but one of your windows was unlocked. What is that smell? Funny you should ask. I couldn't find a bathroom, so I improvised. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's Wednesday. Ooh. Really bad day. Okay, it's one of the days where we go like this.
What?
Sorry, we go like this.
Are you aware?
Just a reminder again, guys, if you can, donate to the ALU thing. Just a reminder. Okay, bye-bye. And anyway, guys, love you so much, guys. Have a good day, and bye-bye. Hey, guys, you're only getting a fraction of the weekly shows. If you want a new motherfucking episode every day, subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. You get the patron-only Tuesday and Thursday shows, the Bookablega show where we look at important books, and the goddamn weekly behind-the-scenes show. And for only 25 bones, you could become a producer and get your name up here. Look at these people. These people make this show possible. If it wasn't for them, nothing. We don't have a show. We got nothing, and it's garbage. And we have to just leave. We have to just basically walk away. And we don't even really know where we're walking. That's the truly troubling part about all this. But please, become a patron today for as little as 2 bones, or 5 bones is another level, or 10, or you go the full 25 and you get up here. Big special thanks to these people. Love you guys so much.